Alright, hello. This is the next devlog for my game. It's well, let's get into the game. Quick set 1, medium 5. So this devlog is about the dialogue system that I've made, and how I did it. So the first portion of this video, will be about just the general progress that I've made, and then the second bit will be about the code and how I did it. So you can see I've got animations for a lot more stuff now. I've got this eagle. You can see the goblin. You can see how the fog of war works now. They fade out really nicely. I don't know if I showed this last time, like picking up materials or whatever. I don't know. But that's that. And yeah, I was thinking about, there's a bit of a bug there. When you go close to the edge, it spazzes out. I'll fix that. But I was inspired by like Age of Empires, how they got eagles and stuff flying over. I thought that was really cool, so I thought I'd copy that. We have wolves and wolf stuff like that. There's a random zone over there as well, but I won't show that because it might be annoying. I've turned off the sort of aggression, so normally they would be like running towards me right now, but I've turned that off. Just so I can get to the end and show everything. So I'm just going to go to the... I guess you can see like the patrol route, right? How I made the patrol routes. The AI. They follow this path. And should be a camp over here, yeah. That's all the same. I think I showed that off before. And we might get attacked in here while I'm in this dangerous area because the zone enemy isn't turned off. Yeah, there you go. We were attacked. So yeah, they spawn in when you're in a zone, in a dangerous zone. Maybe I should have turned that off for the devlog, but we'll see. Yeah, I was just looking at performance. This seems okay at the moment. Just looking at the... Where are we? Godot engine, 500 megabytes. That's fine, isn't it? Yeah, the performance is fine. So, got an awful lot of archers. They spawned in with so many archers. Just kill a few of those, I think. I haven't got any animations yet for the battle, but that's what I've been working on. Some battle animations. Should we cast something different for a change? Maybe chain lightning? That's not very effective, is it? We'll probably improve that. They'll kill them in a minute. Right. And these skulls are like representing the dead bodies or whatever. But yeah. Okay. And you see, you got loot now. That's new, I think. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And the sheep are new, obviously, but I've got to do a little bit more work on them so that they actually react to the player a little bit, like they move away a little bit. That would be nice. And this should be fixed now, so I can click, yeah. So you can click on open chests and stuff. Anyway, what I really wanted to show was like the dialogue system, I suppose. Oh my god. Not again. I've got to decrease the spawn rate. Shall I start again? Or do you want to sit through this? I can probably edit this bit out. I don't know, or we could just win it very quickly. With like meteors. Oh, I should have rested my hero. Oh, we can't cast that. We can cast chain lightning though. I need the fast forward button. And also my heroes are dying now. So I can't cheat in the battle mode yet. I need to be able to cheat. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably edit this bit out. I've got mana still. That didn't get rid of my mana with chain lightning. Oh no, it did. It just didn't update. Yeah, that's a mistake, isn't it? He's technically dead. Yeah, he's technically dead, but the sprite isn't changing into the skull. We're winning though. And this is going to be great once there's sound effects, but at the moment it's pretty boring to watch. And we'll get like proper effects for the like magic and all that. Also, I don't think the abilities are happening often enough. Right. So we should be able to cheat now. Let's load. Yeah, let's just quickly rest. Also, quick set 10. So we're higher level. All right. And let's go fight the Cyclops, which is the main event of this video. There we go. Little bit of a bug here with the animations, but anyway, you get into a fight, and this dialogue box or whatever will pop up, and then has a portrait and a name, and then you have the text, and then you click, and it goes to the next one. Click, click, click. And what I want to do eventually is have the like ticking thing where it ticks along the string and shows a letter at a time. Not quite sure how to do that yet. And then we go into the battle. It loads up very quickly this time because it's all cached, I guess, or something. How many memory? What memory are we at? 400. That's not bad. Yeah, the performance is way better when you export. Oh, and look, the label has to go up. Well, you see, I've got animations now for that, the boss. And it should, once it gets to 100 energy, it should use its special animation. There we go. And you see, I've got to line up the. We've got to get a rock, and we've got to get like a special animation for the explosion of the rock. There should be one more animation as well. Just wait for that. Oh, that's a rock again. Yeah, it's sort of random because it should have gone here. It should have chose this spot right here to throw the rock, but it chose here, which is interesting. Oh, you can do a special ability. What have you got? Healing. You can heal yourself. Oh, there's you see the stomp. That's the stomp ability. Yeah, so that's everything basically. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to show, is there? No, there's nothing else to show. We'll see the throw again. Yeah, you went to that spot. That's the correct spot that you should be trying to aim for. Or here. Right. Okay, so yeah, that's it for the devlog portion of the game. Of the video. Yeah. So let's open up Godot, and I will show you how I did it. Hmm. I should have had this open before, but I was a little bit worried about the performance of the game, because when I'm in the editor, it seems to use way more memory. There's a little bit of a issue with lag, but when I export it, it seems to be fine. So I'm not sure. I have a feeling it's something to do with the sprite. Because I'm using animated sprite node instead of the animation player. It's having problems. Is this going to load? Okay, I'm going to be right back, since it's not loading. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I've been getting this error recently where it says my I'm missing dependencies, but I'm not. Like, I mean, you saw the game running; it was fine. So this is there's no dependencies to fix. I mean, yeah, there's no dependencies to fix. It's some sort of error with Godot. I have no idea. Yeah, we don't care. It's fine. So I'll just get rid of that. It's not important anyway for what we're doing. So let's look at the dialog panel. So and I did make a response system, but I didn't show that, did I? I should have shown, look, I have a response system. But I didn't show that in action, did I? I probably should have done that. Oh, well, that I can show that next time if anybody is interested. So this is the dialog panel. It, we have a portrait over here with various portraits. I've got to make sure that they all sort of face right, haven't I? Yeah, like for example, this one I got to flip this one, I think. Probably this one I got to flip as well. So everybody's facing right. Yeah, same here maybe. Or maybe just redraw it so they're all facing in that direction. So, and then you have the text and the name and the dialog arrow, which I can tween later on to go up and down if I want to. Might be nice. Or flash and tween, maybe. Oh, so how did I do this? Let's go to the region enemy. Or let's go to the region, I suppose. So, these markers are enemies. So there's like, I've done the regions with like a marker system. So you put down the marker and then the actual thing will spawn from the marker instead of just having that thing already in the scene, because sometimes you want the object to be disabled. For example, if you've defeated the battle, whatever, you want to disable the marker so that it doesn't spawn again. Yeah. Or if you've got a treasure chest, you want it to be activated so you can't click on it again. So that's why I went for a marker system. in order to facilitate saving and stuff like that. So if we go to so all these are under a marker system, blah blah blah, etc. etc. And then if we go to this, we can see I have dialog here now, and basically this is just a boolean saying, you know, and this is feeding in the data. So where would that be? Okay, if dialog, new enemy, dialog equals dialog, and new enemy, dialog data key, dialog data key. So now you've spawned in your region enemy, and we have dialog equals true, and then dialog sprite key. That's actually not important anymore. I could get rid of that. Yeah, I could get rid of that. And then you have the data key, Cyclops talk, etc., etc. And then if you have dialog enabled, then let's say you get into the distance, the battle threshold. Instead of going straight to battle, we go to start dialog instead. And in start dialog, we pause the region. So basically, I don't want any other battles to happen at the same time. You don't want to be able to move the player. You don't want to be able to. I got pause the animation. Something I'll do. But, and then what we do is we go to the dialog panel and we start the dialog. And we're using the dialog data key that we passed through. So we go to the dialog panel, and now we start the dialog. So with dialog key, and now we're sort of saving that dialog key so it can be used in other functions with the dialog ID. So this would become Cyclops talk or whatever. And the tween transition here, this would like fade it. It's region UI, isn't it? Tween transition. Was it region UI? Where was it? What am I doing? Panel, dialog panel, region UI, tween transition. Yeah, I just want to show that real quick because it's quite cool. It might be hidden. Oh, there it is. So what's happening here is you have, why don't I get the region UI up? You have an under transition and over transition. So this is like, if you want it to go black on top of everything, or if you want to go black underneath everything. And then we tween that, and that makes it fade in and out. But it also does a secondary function of stopping you from being able to click on the screen, because this thing has mouse stop. Do you see? So that will mean nothing can get through that color rect, which is nice. And then we've given the information of like what thing instigated the dialog. So that would be, in this case, it would be a region enemy. And so we can pass back to that region enemy after the dialog. We can pass back the information to say, okay, we've done with the dialog and we can start the battle. So once we've done that, we just sort of unpack the data using the dialog key that we got before. So if we look at the data, dialogue data here. So in the case of the Cyclops, that would be the Cyclops talk. And you want to have, I'm interested. It's actually a bit of a, I guess that doesn't matter. Dialogue stages doesn't matter because it still works, but you can see I've got, this is how the dialogue data is stored. So you have a sprite key, you have a state, and you have the actual text and the speaker, which is the name, like the title. So, and then we have an end stage here, and this is basically used so we know when to end it. Because let's say we want a different type of dialogue with a response. So this has a response, right? So there's two sort of paths along the dialogue. So when you click a button for that, so in this case, right, you'd have two buttons here. You click the first or you click the second. If you click the first, then it will add 0. If you click the second, it will add 1 to the dialogue stage, the current dialogue number. So if, let's say you're at 300, right, when it's instigated. See, at 300, a response is instigated or started, right? And then you press the first button or the second button, and you add 1 plus 100, and then you'll either go to 400 or 400. So that's how that works. That might be a little bit too complicated to wrap your head around, but it's basically a system. When I was thinking up this system, I was thinking about Skyrim and how in the creation editor, what's it called? The creation kit. You have a quest and it has stages. And you can sort of add stages in between stages to do different things. Okay. So let's go back to the dialog panel. So anyway, we've gotten all of the information about where we are, what the current dialogue is, etc., etc. And we know from the dialogue state, the state, what to do. So does the state say next dialogue? Does it say awaiting response? So where are we? So if it says next dialogue, we await just for a second, and then we, just so you can allow the player to see the dialogue. Yeah, so they can't spam click through it. In the future, this will be where you have the ticker. How I'm going to do it, I don't know. That will show the string slowly. Then we're waiting for input, and then if end stages has current dialogue, so if end stages here, see, has the current dialogue here, because you can have multiple end stages. So you see here, you've got 500 and 501. They're both end stages. If that's the case, then we're ending the dialogue. It will do something different. When you click the end dialogue button, it will, if you click the on input, it will click, it will go to end dialogue instead of next dialogue. I think that's basically it. But, yeah, I don't think there's anything more to it than that. It's quite simple, really. You just got to wrap your head around the data and how to make the data work. Yeah. So yeah, if you've got any questions, please let me know. Or leave a. This time I'll make sure to leave a link to my link tree, which has my Discord username on it, so you can actually add me on Discord if you want to. And it will also have my yeah, that's it. So I think that's the end of the video. I can't think of anything else I want to show. Do you want to know about how I did the markers and stuff? I don't think so. I think that's pretty obvious. Yeah. Maybe the shader is kind of interesting. Oh, the shader is kind of interesting. I sort of merged two shaders together. Like there's a shadow shader and a color shader mixed together. But I can change the alpha, and that's how you make the make them disappear. But I don't know. It's not too interesting, is it? Just a normal shader. But I can do like I can use it now to make you like red or whatever. Let's say you've got and I can tween this color, make an animation like, and then I can also do this to make like an outline. Keep on going. So it's got all the shades of black. Look at that. I need to actually find out which color this is. Oh, it's basically all of them, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, I can do loads of different things with that. It's very cool. Very cool. Just put that back. Alright, thanks for watching.